Hello and welcome back from the ICC for yet another cracking game of cricket coming up. We got Samir Yunus with the two captains and the match referee for the toss.
Welcome to the ICCA Academy. We've got yet another plate match lined up here at the Arabian Cricket League 2024. Beautiful conditions here. The rains are away, which is good news. So we have time to get another match going here at the ICCA Academy. We've got the two teams alongside us. Viken leading the London Lions and, of course, Ronak Panoli leading the DCC Starlets. And we've got our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, to watch over the proceedings. Viken will toss the coin. Go ahead, sir.
Head is the call.
Head is the call.
It is head.
It is a head. Ronak, you won the toss. What is the plan?
Yeah, we're going to bat first. Just want to see what the wicket does. Obviously, games happened just before this. Saw the team batting first, get over the line. So just it's the same plan and, just giving the boys some confidence moving forward.
Speaking of giving them confidence, I understand you've got a very young team to work with. You've got bags of experience playing here, but how are you keeping them motivated? What are you telling them in the dressing room to keep their spirits high and get them to perform at their optimum here?
Look, we've come through the system as well. There was a time where we were this age and we were playing these tournaments, and obviously our seniors showed us the pathway, and we're not too old yet, so it's just about giving them the same experience and putting them out there in the deep end, and hopefully they'll learn the right way.
You've seen the first game. First innings score was quite big. Are you hoping to get somewhere close to that?
100%. At least try to get that 160, 170. It's not too unachievable in a T20 game. So if we just bat right, we get 160, 170, then the bowlers will come in the second innings.
Go well. All the best.
Thanks.
Viken, you lost the toss, but what was your plan had you won it?
So basically, if I won the toss, I would have bat first as well. I would have tried to put some big totals, but unfortunately, we lose the toss. So yeah, we got to restrict them in small totals. Yeah.
You've got a team of inexperienced boys, which will hopefully be in your favour. You've got some good guys in your team. How's the mood in the dressing room? Are the boys motivated to try and come and do better than what you've already done in this tournament?
Yeah, so basically everyone is motivated and positive. So we try to restrict them, and we got a few changes. Like we got the fast bowler today in one change, and yeah, we try to restrict them in small totals.
I'm sure your fast bowlers will enjoy bowling on this wicket. All the best and go well.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Then that's the news from the centre in this last match of today, the plate encounter between DCC Starlets and London Lions. The Starlets have won the toss and they are going to bat first.
Well, that's the news from the centre then. Dubai Starlets, they won the toss and decided to bat first. And look at the lineups. London Lions, we got Mohammad Saeed Afridi at the top, Zohaib Haider, Mohammad Umar Asif, Viken, Parvez Sayyid, Muzammil Azim Khan, Mohammad Rohan, Amir Hamza, Saad Rafai, Nabil Khavar, Hassan Nasser. Starlets winning the toss and batting first. They've been boosted by the presence of Ronak Panoli at the top. Ayush Roy, Sheval Bawa, Ruth, youngster, Sayyid Musab, Shine, Moin Hassan, Angat Nehru, Muhammad Anik, Ayan Ahmed, Muhammad Nafis. Ronak Panoli at the top will boost their order. He's a dashing player, very attractive player, and London Lions will be looking to improve on their performance from past. We've got a good contest on our hands. Picturesque ground ICC Academy is looking all fantastic. The conditions are just perfect. That's the teams, that's the points table then. Dubai Daredevils have won 4 of their 6 matches, leading the chart with 8 points at the top. Midis Metals, 5 games, 4 wins, 8 points. Speds Real Estate, won 3 and lost 1. Dubai Starlets at number 4 so far. After 4 games, they've won 2, lost 2. So AZ Sports, they're at number 5 with 2 wins from 4 games. London Lions, they've won 2 games as well. So this league is evenly poised, I would say, apart from the top 2 teams. So anybody can bounce back. Golden Sparrows, they've lost 3 games. They've got a lot of work to do. So as Suncrop, 7 games, they lost 6. So that 4th position is wide open between Dubai Starlets, AZ Sports, and London Lions. Whoever can stack a few wins with a better run rate, you never know. They can get into the top 4. Beautiful evening here. Fast outfield. Lush outfield, I would say. It's a high scoring game once you get going. And Brian Munir is out there, the umpire officials. Ronak Panoli, openers, are out in the middle. London Lions, the bowlers. It's very important up front with the new ball. You got to make the new ball count. Pitch the ball in the right areas. Batting first, they will be looking to post a big total. Early on in the 7 districts game, the seniors batted first, and a century from Mohammad Irfan. They put up 220 on the board. And 7 district juniors, they struggled. They were bundled out for 107. But that was an evening game where the dew not much of a factor. As this game goes on, a dew will come into equation as well. So you need runs on the board. Ronak Panoli, he is a fantastic talent. Such a dangerous player at the top of the order. Very positive as well. So all is in readiness. Ronak Panoli to face first delivery of the game. He looks to really bat that one hard through the covers. Loves room offside off stump. That one just stayed down a little. Ronak Panoli once again. This time, take his inside edge. Not quite out of the middle, but still is going to race away the fast outfield here at the ICC. That's the first boundary of the night for Ronak Panoli. And Dubai Starlets, they are away. That's the replay. Just short of a length. And looking to heave that one through the leg side. Gets a boundary. This is going to be a wide offside off stump. Way offside off stump, and it's a wide. Well, Mohammad Rohan, quite an inexperienced at this level, needs to find his length very quickly. And the margin of error is so minimum when you're bowling to Ronak Panoli. Because he plays only one way, which is to attack. Pitch drop and been launched over mid wicket. One bounce, another boundary. This is fantastic batting from Ronak Panoli. That's what he's known for. Nine without loss. Pulled away. It's going to be another boundary. This is a wonderful start here for Starlets. And straight away London Lions and Mohammad Rawan under pressure. Short delivery. I think lack of pace is not helping Ronak Panoli's cause, but he's finding boundaries. Not quite out of the meat, that one. With offer. That's trademark Ronak Panoli for you. Beautifully played. The quicker ball comes onto his bat. Like space on the ball. That was beautifully played. This is trademark Ronak. Disastrous start here for London Lions. 17 of the first 5 deliveries. Straight away the youngster has been put to sort. Under pressure big time. Oh, pulled away. What a shot. What a blow. On the road, almost crashes into a car. That is fantastic. 23 of the first over. You don't bowl short to this man. He's a terrific hooker and puller of the ball. 23 without loss after 1 over. .23 without loss after the first over. That was such a dramatic start to the game. This is a good delivery from the left armour. Amir Hamza, the left armour, introduced into the attack. He's tall, he's skitty. Length is so important. Moheen Hassan on strike. Oh, good delivery. Beaten him with the angle. That's a very good delivery. Gone across him. And they're getting a slip in. Amir Hamza. Pushed away on the offside, no run there. So far so good for him. Couple of dot balls. Or to see the Ronak Panoli on the other end, it does help. This time nicely pushed for a single. As I speak, Ronak has got back on strike. It's such an important wicket. 22 of 6 deliveries. If you don't pick him up, he can cause a lot of damage. That's a very good delivery. Straight on the money, angled across, and a little bit of movement. Straight to short third man. A rare dot ball. So far, it's been an outstanding over. Only 1 run of it. Can he finish it off strong here? Upish! Straight to third man for a single. That's a very good over from the left armer. Comes to an end. 2 was gone there. 25 without loss. There's a bowling change now. Mohammad Rouhan is being replaced by Hassan. Well, Ronak will be touch disappointed he missed out on that one. Pitched up. And he played a little down the wrong line. Real commitment here. That's the thing I love about Ronak Panoli. There's no half measures. And he plays cricketing shots. Fearless character. He goes big. That's a huge one. Don't worry about that one. That is gone. Crashes there into the boundary hoarding there. That's 6. That ICC Academy glass was in trouble. Strong enough. Been hit many a time. Just shot there. Huge 6. Ronak into his element. That was his second maximum. 29 of 10 deliveries only. Oh, again looking to go big. Yeah, shadow practicing that one. Was looking to go straight down the ground. The line of the ball was slightly outside off stump, so just missing from his arc. We can look to go over extra cover with a little bit of shape. He can clear it. Ah, terrific. Terrific ball striking. That glass is consistently in danger here. The indoor academy is really pampering that area. What a shot again. This time he moved across the crease a little. Second 6 of the over. He's making a mockery of the size of the ICC academy. This power hitting. Ah, this is trademark Ronak Panoli once again. With one offered. Cut away for 4. 16 of the over so far. London Lions, they don't have an answer to this onslaught by Ronak Panoli. Zohaib Haider was giving a chase, but enough legs on it to cross the boundary. 4 more. Last ball of the over. He misses out on that one. That's the end of the over. Expensive one. 41 without loss after 3. Amir Hamza has bowled well. He's bowled really well. Very economical over. Cost him only 2. But his real test will come when he bowled to Ronak Panoli, who was just off to a magnificent start. 39 of just 14 deliveries. Wrapped on the pass, maybe pitched outside leg. There was a big shout. Oh, some big soccer skills coming there. Did he stop that one? Umpire will go upstairs, I think. They need to check. Big shout, full and straight, but I think just pitched outside. Zohaib Haider giving chase. Love his commitment, Zohaib Haider. Very dangerous way of stopping the ball. Almost step on the ball. Almost. It's been given as a boundary, and rightly so. Four leg byes. Oh, beautiful delivery. Angled across. He's feeling for the ball, the youngster, Moin Hassan, watching the action from the other end. Ronak Panoli is making the batting look so easy. And yet he's trying to find his way. 1 of 7 deliveries, feeling the little bit of pressure. Oh, that's his poor. Poor delivery down the leg side. Not great work behind the stumps. 5 wides. Well, this is adding to their misery. Just died on the wicketkeeper and he was late on it. Bonus runs given away. 50 up for Dubai Starlets. They are off to a flyer. They will be eyeing a huge score. Something in the excess of 200, 230. When you get a start like this. Oh, very good delivery. very good length and angle across. This is the line he needs to bowl consistently. Worked away straight to mid wicket. Chance now is safely in. That's the replay again. Ran straight away. You'll always be able to make it. Better fielding was required there. Oh, big swing and a miss. That angle across the right-hander to end the over. 51 without loss. There's another bowling change here. 51 without loss after 4 overs. Moeen looks for that quick single. Not there. Zohaib Haider. Very agile fielder. Full of energy. Was onto the ball very quickly. Again, Zohaib in the action. Chance. A better throw would have had him. He did well to get to the ball, but they sneaked through for a couple of runs. A better throw was required there. Good throw, and you see the back of Ronak Panoli. That's a huge bonus. That would have allowed London Lions to get back into the game, control the game. But not to be. Again, another fumble. This is not great. You got to put that extra bit of pressure on Moeen to keep him on strike. Straight, beautifully timed, but the long on is back now. They have just made that change in the field. Have long on back, and rightly so for Ronak Panoli. You need a little bit of cushion. This time, Moeen works it fine for another boundary. He's also now getting into the groove a little bit. Not a great delivery there. Work with the angle. It's drifting down. Getting into his stride, getting into his work. This time, Loft over the top. Another boundary. Finally, Moin has got into his elements. Another boundary for him. And London Lions, they are struggling big time. Runs leaking from both hands now. 5 overs gone, 63 without loss. Beaten for a little bit of lack of pace this time. Ronak Banoli is that sort of player who loves the trueness of the track. By no means this is not a true wicket, but those fingers across the ball, just holding up in the surface. These are things that doesn't like by Ronak Banoli. True bounce and pace, the faster you bowl, the longer he hits the ball. So that is a very good tactic. Change of pace against him. Just to disrupt his timing. Another thick inside edge. Racing away. Big chase for the fielder. He does well to keeps it to 3. Well, will they chance their arm? Yes, they do. This is fantastic. Great intensity between the wickets and presence of mind by these two, Moin and Ronak Panoli. They ran 4. Look at that running between the wicket. Well, that was not quite ideal. The umpire will be taking notice. He ran between the middles. And he ran in the circles as well, Moin. But they will take 4 for that. Good delivery. He's on 44. .67 without loss in the power play. DCC Starlets winning the toss and batting first. They're off to a magnificent start. Short delivery. Digged into the wicket. That's going to be the one of the over. Nicely directed as well. Angled across. Well played as well by Ronak Panoli. Loft once again. Beautifully played. Great head position. His head is so still. Lovely balance. Great hand-eye coordination. What a talent Ronak Panoli is. I'm sure in the future he's going to go a long way the way he's playing, particularly in the last few years. A real match winner on his day. A real impact player. Sometime he will play a big shot and get out early. But when he has a good time in the middle, he's a real match winner. What a power play this is for Dubai Starlets. 71 of the first 6. 71 without loss after 6 overs. Wrapped on the pads. Chance again. Not quite up to the stumps quickly enough, the wicketkeeper, and it's going to be leg byes. Nabil went for 12 in the first over. Now he's got a bit more cushion here. After the power play, they got 5 fielders out of the circle, so got some cushion. They got to create a chance here. Oh, don't worry about it. This is a fantastic shot here. It's going, it's going, it's gone on the roof of the indoor academy, and that brings up his half century. Another impactful innings here from Ronak Panoli. It sailed way, way back. Another maximum for Ronak Panoli. When he hits the ball, that stays hit. Look at that. Just a great pickup. High back lift and been launched on the roof. This ball has got the beating of his lifetime. He doesn't want to come down, I guess. Nabil under the pump now. Good delivery this time. That extra bit of bounce of the foot marks, maybe. That was a very good Yorker. Gone over the head of the wicketkeeper. 4 byes. This is like rubbing salt to the wounds of the bowler. He came back with a very good delivery after being hit for 6. And goes for 4 byes. A difficult take for the wicketkeeper, to be honest. That one just hit the popping crease and just bounced out of nowhere. Slow delivery. This could be a chance. And taken. This is excellent bowling. Slow delivery. And Ronak Panoli is being done here. That's a huge wicket to bring some respite for London Lions. Safely pouched. He goes for a magnificent 54 of 5 deliveries, and that's the first breakthrough. 82 for 1 Dubai Starlets. That's the first breakthrough, a very important breakthrough. Right on the money, Nabil. It's a good comeback for him. 6, then a very good Yorker. Change of pace, slow delivery. And right on the money for the new batsman, Ayush. Now they'll be able to control this run rate. No disrespect to Moin and Ayush, but chance and gone. Well, back-to-back wickets. Zohaib Adar takes the catch. And London Lions, they got another one. Clever bit of bowling. Change of pace. Beautifully taken. Lost back-to-back wickets. 82 for 2 now. Wicken. First sign of spin. Shival Baba, the new batsman. They lost 2 in quick succession. 82 for 2. Nice start. They need to just now get through a few overs cheaply. Pushed away in the gap for a single. Fielders in the ring on the offside or at that short mid-wicket, they got to come in close, hustle in, and look to stop that single. We have seen so many great teams in the past or in the modern era. The teams who field well, especially through the middle phase of the innings against the spinners in the ring, create that pressure, get a couple of run outs or a great catch. That makes a massive difference. Good bowling. You got to back up your bowlers. Look out for that intensity in the field to create a run out. That makes the batsman play a big shot just like that. Get through your overs quickly. This is a very good stuff. Nicely flighted. Just got back in time. Single to end the over. 85 for 2 after 8. Nabil will continue. He's done really well to pick up those 2 wickets. Came into bowling at a difficult stage where Ronak was going all gun blazing. He picked up his wicket and then followed up with another one. 2 for 18 of his 2 overs. That will be a wide. The thing he's done really well was just roll his fingers across the ball. It's always a temptation where you see a grass on the ICC wicket and you try to bang it in, or just try to bowl with one pace. You get carted around the field. Chance! Again, just fumble at the last second. Good intensity. Mid-off fielder ran in quite nicely. Got to the ball quickly. Just a little fumble. So you change your pace consistently. Those off-cutters. Slower you bowl sometime. Difficult for any Stoke player to time the ball. That's where Ronak Panoli was done with that lack of pace. Good delivery. This is a good period of play for London Lions. First 6 overs they produced 71. It's been a bit of comeback now since. Only 16 runs and 2 wickets in 2.3 overs. Good returns. They can control the game. 88 for 2. Still, it's a very healthy position for Dubai Starlets. Slow delivery. Mix up. Wow, what's going on there? Lack of communication there. Almost has caused a run out there. This time square. Drive on the offside. A poor fielding in the deep. That should never been a second run there. Had he got to the ball quickly enough. Last ball of the 9th over. Nicely bowled. Bowling to his field. End of the over. 9 overs gone. 91 for 2. Plays that one beautifully. Initially he was looking to step out, then just stayed in his crease and used that front foot stride and swept it. Fine for 4. Fantastic shot. He's a very good player of spin. It's Shival Bava. He's got to be careful. He's got to make him drive through the offside and look to create that bat and pad gap. That's the line. That's beautifully bowled. Extra covered as well. This sort of effort will really lift their confidence. They need something special in the field. Punched off the back foot. Another dot ball. Good comeback. 2 dot balls. He's got to finish strong here. A use of the feet again. Finds the fielder. Terrific line. That's the line he needs to bowl because it can bring those wicket taking opportunities into play. If that one spins and he gets the drop and the drift on it, he can go right through bat and pad. This time Baba works it for a single. Last ball coming up. Dot ball to end the over. It's a very good comeback for London Lions. At halfway stage, they are 96 for 2. It's going to be Smear Yunus who will take you through to the next half of the innings.
96 for 2 at the halfway stage. Thank you, Azhar Khan. It's going to be Parvez to now bowl to Shival Bawa. These 2 wickets that they've picked up is something they should have done much earlier. However, they do have a window now. Ronak Panoli at the top of DCC has done the damage, set them a platform to work with. As Shival Bawa and Moin Hussain here will combine and look together to build a partnership. 14 runs already between them, but the damage was done at the top. Some brutal hitting from the star UAE cricketer Ronak Panoli. And he's laid them a foundation to work with here. Shival Bawa and Moin will have to bat smartly now, not get bogged down. Make sure they rotate the strike, get those 1s and 2s, even though the boundaries don't come. You don't want to allow London Lions to come back into the game. As for the Lions, well, the only way they can stem the flow of runs and keep putting pressure back on the batting team is by chipping away at the wickets. There is assistance on this surface. However, the faster bowlers haven't really landed on the right spots. The left arm of Parvez now in operation. A quick single attempted here and they'll get it easily. And this is what needs to be done at this stage of the game. The start has been given to them. Now it's about ensuring that they keep the scoreboard ticking. Maybe bat like this for the next 2 to 3 overs and then look to cut loose. They've got wickets in hand. They are a young team, so we'll have to be smart about how they go about the rest of this innings, DCC Starlets. Well, that was full outside off and almost swung in, but umpire Imran Murray says no, that was way too far. I'll have to call it a wide. It was a destructive start by Ronak at the top. The skipper leading from the front, setting the stage for the rest of his young team to come and capitalize on. Moin Hussain has been a good partner to him, albeit he's taken his time. And nicely pulling that away, close to his body, but he's done well to push that towards square leg. Maybe just a single. So a quiet period this for DCC. London Lions needed this. They couldn't let the batters just go all out against them. And things have certainly calmed down and they'll hope to keep it this way. The London Lions 99 on the board now, 1 run away from the 3-figure mark, and they would have come quite early for DCC Starlets. Remember, this is a plate match, not a championship game, so the bottom 8 from the previous edition of the Arabian Cricket League taking each other on, and they'll be vying for the plate and not the Championship Cup. Earlier we had the Champions edition with 7 district juniors and the senior team taking each other on. Very well driven. Nicely driven by Shival Bawa. Parvez there becoming predictable, landing on that good length, and Shival has done well to come down the track and leaned into that extra cover drive. Beautifully played. He is obviously one of the senior members of the squad, so he will have to take up responsibility here, but a good looking shot. It's not always about going big and playing those powerful strokes. Sometimes you've got to be smart in the way you bat, and that has prompted the keeper to come up to the stumps. Oh, that was really close. That came back in sharply from the left armour. And he's done well to guard himself against the ball going through his legs. Yeah, that almost went through, but he's done well. End of the 11th, it's 103 for 2. Weekend, the skipper will bowl his third over. He's certainly been economical, just 4 runs per over he's going at, and they're coming back for the second here. In fact, no, they've decided against it because the throw was back at the bowler's end. I don't want to risk it. Weekend has done well, 9 of his 2.1 overs. He'll have to be the man to keep things calm here in these middle overs. Down the ground again, flat batter, and the fielder, well, was a very awkward position for him to try and stop that or go for the catch, and in the end, he's done neither. And Shival Bawa has collected one more boundary. Yeah, those are the tough ones when you're a fielder. You're not too sure whether you want to stop that or want to go for the catch. In the end, you end up doing neither and gave away a boundary. We can again on that good length, and Shival Bawa for the second time in the last couple of deliveries has come down the track and hammered away, meeting the ball where it's bouncing. So good ploy when the bowler is being predictable on that good length. Shival Bawa has now moved on to 18 or 15. Looking to cut that away very late. He was the player of the match from the previous game, Shival. Certainly riding high on form here. Wicken has a lot of thinking to do here. The skipper needs to be smart in his utilization of the resources that he has at hand. They've had their struggles in this tournament, London Lions. Nicely down the track again, pushing it down towards long on. And a single. So it's certainly good to have their Shival Bawa, a bit of an experience in this young DCC Starlets lineup. Moin Hussain. Well, he's taken his time and he can afford to, because the batters that have batted alongside him have got a decent strike rate. So this is a good experience for the youngster. He sliced that past the point fielder, and that should run away for a boundary as well. Wasn't in complete control, Moin, but he won't mind it because it has gone to the boundary. Yeah, full again from Wicken. He's driven that with some force. It's gone between point and third man. Expensive over this from the skipper. And he's not done yet. 10 runs off it already. That run rate is hovering at the 9.5 run mark. This is a perfect start for DCC and a perfect inning so far at least. They'll have to keep the momentum going. Flighted and driven once again, but this time it's straight to the fielder. So a dot ball to end the 12th over. It's 113 for 2. Pervez into his second over, gave away 7 in the first. Just had one boundary. This time makes room, Shival Bawa. Certainly looked busy, Shival. Likes to move around the crease, use his feet. And that's one way to negate the swing and the movement that's available on this surface. Of course, the London Lions bowlers haven't really made it to full use. They haven't had the kind of bowlers who could exploit these conditions and be trouble to the batters. And that's why DCC have been able to mount 114 runs so far. Swiped that across towards square leg. Wasn't in complete control. Pervez just taking the pace off of that one. Moin through with the shot quite early on that occasion. It'll be another single. This is a brilliant experience for this young DCC Starlets team. They've come through the academic system. The Dubai Sports Council getting them together. Cricket Council rather. Giving them this platform to perform. Once again swiped across the line. This time it's gone in the gap. They are considering a second one, and that footwork from the fielder down there, we'll allow them to cross over for a couple of runs. So this is good to see from Moin and Shival. They are keeping themselves busy running between the wickets. Not every ball will be a boundary. Yes, you've got to be looking for those, but when they are not coming, these ones and twos is what will keep the scoreboard ticking. Looking to use his feet once again, Shival. Was too far outside off, had to really reach at it. And will be another single. So this will be the order from the dressing room as well, at least until the 15th over. Keep batting like this and then they can look to push on from there onwards. Look for those boundaries more regularly. Both of them on 23. Moin has taken his time, but Shival has done it in just 20 deliveries. Once again, a big wild swipe towards the leg side. There's a fielder players there towards square leg. Will be another single. So this over has been all about running well between the wickets. It's 6 runs off it already. I've got one more delivery left. Maintaining that run rate of 9 runs plus per over. Got a brilliant start. More than 40 odd runs in the first 2 overs. First 3 overs. Once again, had to really stretch to drive that, and because of that misfield at extra cover, they'll get a single. So 7 runs off this over, keeping the scoreboard ticking, these two. 120 for 2. Well, a bit of experience here for London Lions. Mohammad Saghir, the senior statesman of the team, will be introduced now with a bit of spin. So Weekane just holding himself back for those last few overs. Starts off with a fuller delivery. Shival Bawa will push that towards long off, or rather extra cover, and pick up a single off the first ball. We had a Saghir Khan in the previous match picking up 3 wickets. Well, this Saghir will certainly want to try and get a few of those. He was lining up to play a big slog sweep, but because the length was a little shorter, he's pulled that away. And it'll only be a single, and Moin wanted a second one, but that was going to be suicidal had they gone for it. They need to pick up a wicket here. London Lions. Down on one knee, straight to the fielder. Well, they needed a wicket, and it has come courtesy of Mohammad Saghir. Shival Bawa, well, he was looking quite itchy, and he wanted to go big. We saw him using his feet a few times. He's hit that well, but he's hit it too flat. That fielder had long on, takes a good catch. As DCC Starlets, they lose their 3rd wicket. Shival Bawa played a good hand for 25 runs, but he has to walk back as DCC lose their 3rd wicket. Shival Bawa makes 25 of 23. 3 fours in it. It's 122 for 3. Well, Saghir has picked up the wicket, the much needed wicket for London Lions, and out comes Syed to bat for Starlets in at number 5. Syed Museb a left-hander. And straight away, Sahir has his troubles getting his line right for this combination. Really is ventured outside his crease, but had to put in a dive to save himself. Oh, look at that. They're asking a question here. He's run back in, and as a result, his bat has hit the stumps. So they may be just asking if that's considered a hit wicket, but no. I think it's more about saving himself. Yeah, that's what happened there. Cheeky from the Lions. He's trying to get a wicket out of nowhere. So he has bowled well though. Picked up a very important wicket. So this bowling change working for weekend. Nicely driven down the ground. Syed Musab gets off the mark with that single. This is an opportunity for the Lions to try and add a bit more pressure, choke up this batting unit of DCC Starlets. They've managed to get into the top order. Now it's about putting pressure on these youngsters. Get them to eat up a few dot balls. Get them to play that wrong shot out of anger, out of aggression. This has been very nicely played. There's a fielder down there who will give it a chase and keep it to a couple of runs. Good option that from Moin Hussain. There is no fielder at fine leg. There's a very deep, round square leg who's in position. A successful over from Sahir comes to an end. 14 done. It's 126 for 3. Well, the one thing that DCC Starlets have going for themselves is Moin Hussain is still out there, the opening batter alongside Ronak Panoli. But what they need now is to continue at least 7 to 8 runs per over in the next 2-3 overs. They don't want to let London Lions pick up another wicket or two and get back into this game. Straight to the fielder, going for the single, and they'll complete it comfortably. Syed Musab has come out and looked to be busy. Well, London Lions have done well since the wicket of Ronak Panoli. They've managed to pull things back slightly. Now that run rate coming down under 9 runs per over for the first time. That's one sign of success from the bowlers after having been beaten around the ground in the first few overs. Yes, they would have liked to pick up maybe 1 or 2 wickets more, but they're still better showing than what it was looking like earlier on. Slower delivery, taking the pace off. Moin Hussain looking to try and get under that. Just didn't read the slower one. These two now have just combined. Moin being the senior partner will look to try and play some shots here. He's been out there long enough. Slower delivery. Deceived again. It's gone high up in the air. Will the catch be taken? Yes! Eventually it is taken. He circled around a bit over there, but eventually he holds on to a good change of pace from the bowler. Moin saw it. He wanted to go big, but just got the leading edge. And look at that for a finish. Wasn't stable, but he somehow held on to it. And Moin's long vigil comes to an end. Caught by Zohaib, bowled by Parvez. Makes 27 of 34. And now slowly DCC Starlets are losing their grip in this game. 127 for 4. Ruth Mukherjee in at number 6 for DCC Starlets. So now two relatively new batters at the crease, and this is exactly what the London Lions would have wanted. They've certainly pulled things back after the wicket of Ronak Panoli. These youngsters have struggled to keep the momentum going. Pervez Rasool has varied his pace very nicely, expertly. And that line he's bowling just outside off is a very difficult one, especially as a left-armer. Bowling to the right-handed batter, unless you've got your technique right, it's very tough to get it away. He's got a good offside field as well. There's a point, there's an extra cover, there's a deep extra cover. So even if they do manage to get bat onto it, third man is also out there. If at all, they'll only get a single. Very good bowling this from Pervez. He's mixing things up. The line has been perfect just outside that off stump and changing his pace quite expertly here. And that's what's required in this format, in these middle stages. You don't allow the batter pace to work with or offer them room. He's bowled that very annoying length and line outside off. This time much more in control with that drive. Ruth will get a single and get off the mark of the last ball of the over. A good one from Pervez, just 2 runs off it and a wicket. 15 done. It's 128 for 4. Zahir started in these middle overs, picked up that wicket, and especially that of Shival Bawa. That really allowed them to pick up that extra wicket as well, getting the new batter in. Now they will look to keep putting the pressure on. Mohammad Zahir 7 for 1. It's the 16th over in progress. DCC Starlets can't afford to take too much time here. They've got only just under 5 overs left in this innings. They're only on 129, especially after that start that they got. They would like to be at least somewhere around that 160 mark. Nice and straight again. This is top stuff from Zahir. Really, really top stuff. Is cramping the batters for room on that good length consistently. You know, unless you do something yourself as a batter, he's not going to give you anything. And this is exactly what Syed does. He's down on one knee, brought out the old slog sweep and dispatched that all the way towards the road that leads up to the ICCA Academy. Just the perfect length for that slog sweep. And what a good looking shot that is. He's middled that. It's gone a long, long way away into that construction site. And I think we might need new balls here. That should ease the pressure a little bit. Break the shackles slightly as they move on to 135 with that 6. 160 plus looking very much possible with over 4 overs left in this innings. Zahir isn't happy with that, obviously. I just thought he's sticking over the wicket to the left-hander. Not the greatest of ideas. They've shown their weaknesses outside off. Maybe try and come around the wicket, bowl on that 4th, 5th stump line. The moment you go over the wicket, you're automatically starting off from the batter's leg stump line. That makes it easier for left-handers to slog sweep you. But he will stick over the wicket, and let's see if Syed Musab looks to do something similar. Yeah, that's pushed quicker. Typical spinner's response. The moment you get hit off a flighted delivery, the next ball is pushed through. And a dot ball. And despite that 6, it's only still 7 runs and over, so no real major damage done. Down the ground this time. Not in complete control, but pushed towards long off for a single. 8 off it, 136 for 4. Pervez picked up an important wicket and now he's back to finish off his quota of 4 overs. Slower delivery once again. Syed Musib has hit that high and he's hit that far. Wow, this left-hander can really play some good shots. In the previous over, he slog swept the spinner. This one, picking up the length and driving that over long on for a maximum. Hello, Syed Musib. Where have you been? 142 now. And Pervez has been welcomed with a 6 in his last over for tonight. Syed versus Syed. It is. This time it's on that good length where he's been so good at, and a quick single attempted will result in an overthrow. And they'll get 2 runs, which brings Syed Musib back on strike. He pushed through quicker on that good length, and Syed Musib went for that quick single, and because they put pressure on the fielder, there was that overthrow which allowed them to cross over for a couple of runs. I'm sure between Pervez Syed and Syed Musib, there's at least 10 to 15 year age difference, with no disrespect to either. But it's the younger Syed that's right now bossing things out there. Another single to him. He moves on to 17. And already this is a good over. 9 off it for DCC. 145 now on the board. Now even 160 plus is looking very much possible here. 180 is what they'll be looking at. Well, Ruth, he's on 2 of 4. He's got a simple job to do. Get bat on ball. Don't try to emulate what Syed is doing. If you've got one batter going well, it's best to give strike to that batter than trying to copy him. Well, he did look to play a big shot, but he's managed to play that along the carpet. Syed wants to come back for the second, but it's gone straight to the fielder. Probably the best result for DCC as Musib comes back on strike. Pervez has 2 more deliveries left in his spell. He's done well so far, but can Syed Musib spoil it further, or will he allow him to get 1 more wicket here? This is down the leg side. Hasn't made a decent enough connection, and therefore it won't carry to the fielder. Will only be a single. For a moment, Musib must have had his heart in his mouth. Didn't really middle that one, but it did fall in no man's land, so he will survive. This is another good over from DCC. 11 runs off it so far. 1 more delivery left. 147 on the board. Ruth is on strike. Ruth Mukherjee. Down the ground. 1 bounce to the fielder. Will be a single to end the over. 12 off it. And Pervez Syed bowls out 28 for 1 in his 4 overs. 17 done. There's 3 overs left in this innings. DCC on 148 for 4. Nabil Khawar to bowl his 3rd over. Well, he's been the successful one for them. 2 wickets for 24 in his 3 overs. So, Weekend going to his wicket-taking option to try and break this partnership now, which is becoming a bit threatening, especially Syed Musib on 19 of 12, looking to cut loose here. Nicely flicked towards the leg side. And he's done that on purpose because the fielder there is up in the circle, the mid-on fielder. And because of that, it's a very good option to take. Was full on his pads and he's done extremely well to go over the infield. Couple of bounces into the fence. So Ruth Mukherjee too showing us that he's not just a decent batter, he's more than that. He's got shots in his armory. Oh, full toss and guided towards fine leg. There's a bit of work to do for the fielder down there. He'll eventually get around it. Keep it to a couple of runs. So already a good start to the over. 6 runs off it from the first 3. 150 has come up for DCC. They've still got 2.5 overs left. They'll certainly be targeting the 180 mark. Ruth is now on 10. Syed Musab, the left-hander at the non-strikers end. He's been the one who's played a couple of good-looking shots here. Full again from Nabil. This one's been pushed towards long on. They'll only keep it to a single. Now, Syed Musab on strike. He'll certainly enjoy the pace that Nabil Khan is offering. Not too quick. To try and get under it. Long on, long off, both back into the boundary line. There's a deep mid-wicket. Deep extra cover is also in place. In fact, there's no deep mid-wicket. There's a deep square leg. So, we're looking to pick that up over the mid-wicket fielder. My third man now comes up into the circle. Nabil Khan, where does he bowl to Syed Musab? My idea is that he's going to go full outside off. In fact, no, he's bowled to his pads around the wicket. They'll manage to cross over for a leg by every single run they can make here. This young Starlet team will count. London Lions haven't had the best of tournaments. They've had their struggles with the bat. And therefore, DCC Starlets will know that anything north of 160, 170 will be a competitive total here. Getting the inside part of the bat. They should get a couple of runs here. Very good running between the wickets from these youngsters. That's one thing you'll get from a young side. They will be fit, they'll be energetic, and they'll run their runs. Good over again for DCC Starlets. Nabil Khan bowls out tonight. 33 for 2 for him. 18 done. It's 158 for 4. Amir, the left armer, into the attack, and he's been hit straight back and he's held on to it. What a good catch this of his own bowling. Amir Hamza has plucked that out of thin air. It was full, there to be hit. Syed Musab has absolutely powered it and he's look at that for a reaction. Took it with one catch like it was simple as ever, and a simple celebration, but a big wicket for sure. Syed Musab was looking threatening. Short stay, but an impactful one. 19 or 14. 2 big sixers in that, caught and bowled by Amir Hamza. It's 158 for 5. Wickets at this stage of the game are gold dust. They certainly help to stem the flow of runs. And that's exactly what it's going to do for London Lions. It will be Mohammad Nafis to bat, the youngster for DCC Starlets. He's pushed that very nicely off the back foot. Will get a single and get off the mark. He's had a haircut, which is good to see, Mohammad Nafis. Remember him from last season. Long hair, like Andrew Simmons, as a brilliant fast bowler. Only about 14 years old, I think 13 years old if I'm not wrong. Play at this stage, at this level. Fantastic for the youngster. Sri Lankan by origin. And he's certainly well supported by those around him. He's certainly going to make use of this experience of playing at this level against top quality oppositions at a super facility like the ICCA Academy. Nicely flicked away, very nicely flicked away. Ruth Mukherjee has played a fantastic shot here. It was down the leg side by Amir Hamza. He's turned the bat absolutely perfectly and got the middle of it all the way for a 6. So adding some late impetus into this innings is Ruth Mukherjee. Syed Musaib has departed. Now he's taken it upon himself, the right-hander, to apply those finishing touches to what has been a brilliant innings from the youngsters so far. 165. They've still got another 1.5 overs remaining. How many more can they compile? 180 is what they'll be thinking. 15 runs away from that mark. And as long as Ruth Mukherjee keeps playing shots like that, they'll certainly be able to get to it. Amir Hamza runs in. This is much better. In line with the stumps. But yet these youngsters will run as long as they can. Another quick single as Mohammad Nafis takes strike now. But this is such a heartening performance for the youngsters. They are a team that doesn't have much experience. They've come through the academic ranks. Dubai Cricket Council have put together this young team just to give them that experience and play at the highest level. Wow, what a big shot is this. I don't think he's middled that too well. It's gone all the way behind the mid-on fielder. And they'll come back for the second because it has landed safely. Good looking shot that, although it didn't come off the middle of the bat. They'll get a couple of runs. That went really high up in the sky. But just evading the fielder who is running behind there. Mohammad Nafis will face the last ball of this Amir Hamza over. It was bowled well, 26 for 1. Not a bad return given the score that DCC have put up. And this over has also fetched them 10 runs despite that wicket off the first ball. Well, this one went off towards the offside. Didn't know too much about it. He was looking to play leg side, but that ball got to him quicker than he would have liked, Mohammad Nafis. He'll manage to cross over for another couple of runs. A good over in the end. 12 runs off it. One more left in this innings. DCC are 170 for 5. Wicket to bowl the last one. Quite an interesting call this from the keeper, bringing himself on. He'll start off down the leg side. Ruth Mukherjee pushing that towards square leg and getting another couple of runs. This is brilliant running between the wickets again from the youngsters. .172 now. Run rate at just under 9 runs per over. This is a brilliant effort from the young DCC Starlets team. That was well bowled by Wicken into the block hole. Risky move this, bringing himself on as a spinner in the last over, but he certainly backs himself to deliver a good last over, a quiet last over. Down the ground again. This has beaten the fielder and got all the way. Well, this Ruth Mukherjee is a little man in size, but he's got big ambitions and even bigger shots. How far has that gone? He's applying those finishing touches that DCC Starlets so badly needed. Syed Musaib was doing it for them, and as soon as he's departed, Ruth has taken over and he's been ruthless. This is great hitting and smart hitting, more importantly. Short again from Wicken. He looked to push that towards fine leg, but got to him quicker than he would have liked. Gets the single. 179 now. Nafis will face the skipper Wicken now. Will he be able to get under it and deliver a killer blow here? But a couple of balls left in this innings. Well, he's certainly gone very high, and he's gone the distance as well. Muhammad Nafis, probably just 14 years old, at one of the finest facilities of cricket here in Dubai, is hitting the opposition captain for maximums in the last over. Craft a story better than this for me, and I'll be waiting. 185, one delivery left. Wicken has been expensive, and those are signs of dew coming in, so won't be easy bowling in the second innings. This is through the offside, and there is protection down there. I'll come back for the second as well. So fantastic running between the wickets by these youngsters, and they get to 187 in their allotted 20 overs, losing 5 wickets. DCC Starlets. Yes, they got a brilliant start from their skipper Ronak Panoli, but after that everyone who came out to bat made their contributions, especially towards the end. It was Syed Musaib and Ruth Mukherjee who combined for an important partnership, didn't let those few wickets in the middle overs get to them, and they made sure they applied some late order impetus into this innings and got their team to a very competitive total of 187 for 5. Muhammad Nafis also getting in on the act in the end, making 13 of 5, but Ruth Mukherjee being the star batter in the end. 29 of 17 to the youngster. They won the toss, chose to bat first, and the skipper right at the top, a quick half century, 54 of 25, going at more than 200 strike rate. Moin Hussain was a good partner to him, 27 of 34 for him. Him and Shival Bawa combined for an important partnership, 25 to Shival Bawa, and then late in the order, Syed Musaib and Ruth Mukherjee combining to apply those finishing touches and get them to a total of 187, thanks to 20 extras bowled by the bowlers of London Lions. Not the best of starts to the bowlers. Muhammad Rohan, 23 in his first over. Amir Hamza, well, was economical and picked up that 1 wicket. Hassan Nasir in his 1 over going away for 16 runs. So those two being extremely expensive. Nabil Khawar bowled well, picked up 2 wickets in his last over. Gave away a few runs and he ended up giving 35. Wicken, the skipper, forgetful evening for him, none for 35. And Parvez, 1 for 28. Muhammad Saghir Afridi, he was the one who provided that important breakthrough by breaking that partnership, 1 for 14. And those fall of wickets tells you that there were important partnerships in between. Ronak Panoli went berserk in the power play. He kept hammering everything that he saw, and that allowed him to get to a very well played half century. Look at some of those shots, monster hits right off the middle of the bat, and far, far, far away those sixers went. And when he is in good mood, Ronak Panoli, he hits them very, very far. Every bowler that came on bore the brunt of his batting. Look at that, how high has that gone? Some seriously good hitting by him. This was the way he fell. A catch at long on. After that, the wickets kept falling for DCC Starlets. Wicken then getting hit for a boundary. They didn't have the best of nights. Saghir broke the partnership by getting Syed Musaib down at long on. After that, it seemed like DCC Starlets might just lose their way, but Ruth Mukherjee had different plans. He kept playing those shots. This was the wicket that fell in between that partnership. But look at that shot from Syed Musaib. Some fantastic hitting in the middle, and this was the catch that got rid of Syed Musaib. Amir Hamza with a brilliant cotton ball. Then Ruth Mukherjee took over and played those lusty blows towards the end. Wicken ball in the last over, getting hit for a 6, and also of Muhammad Nafis in the end for a maximum. And that allowed them to get to that 180 plus total that they were targeting from ball number 1. We will take a quick break, and when we be back, it will be the chase from London Lions.
Welcome back from ICC once again. We are all set for the run chase. 188 to win. Fantastic bit of batting display by Starlet batsmen, all set up by the Ronak Panoli. Onslaught up the top. Now two openers out in the middle. Saghir Afridi on the non-striker end. Mohammad Saghir Afridi. And Saad Rafai, the left-hander, on strike. Here we go. Round the wicket. Oh, good shape on the ball. Coming onto the front foot, Rafai. And a good start. Starlets. They were magnificent with the bat. And winning the toss and batting first, the decision was justified. Fantastic display. Now it's up to the bowlers to do a job. Mohammad Nafis round the wicket. Saad Rafai plays with the soft hands and gets off the mark. That's one way of releasing a little bit of pressure, is to get off strike. You can rotate around and the ball is not in your slot to go big. Then the next best thing is just to rotate strike. Saghir looking to really whip that past square leg bias. Didn't got bat on it. Saad Rafai is a fine left-hander, and Mohammad Saghir Afridi on his day can be dangerous. Both impactful players. They need a good start. If they get good start on this track, I'm sure they will fancy their chances. Drives and drives straight to the man. As the game progresses, I'm sure there's going to be dew creeping in on this outfield, make it difficult for the bowlers to grip the ball and for the fielders to get hold of it. So they need a good start. Start is important. So far, Nafis is being on the money. He's bowling the perfect length. He's not the quickest, but so far so good. He's just bowled that perfect channel. Good delivery, left alone. End of the over. After the first over, they are 2 for none. Spin at the start of the innings. Angat, the right arm off spinner, and Saghir pushes that one in the gap, takes a single. Employing a spinner straight away, left-hander could be the main reason. Try to sneak in couple of overs in the power play, could help their cause. And plus, it's a brand new ball. Before the dew comes in, you can get few overs out of the way of the spinner. Let's see how this move works. punches that one straight to extra cover, but he will sneak through for a single. So far, Rafai has struck the ball quite nicely, but hasn't been able to pierce the field. He's been hitting them straight to those fielders on the offside. Struck hard. Again finds mid-off inside the ring. So he's giving himself room, trying to open up the offside. Again punched off the back foot. This is close. Dive. It was a desperate dive from Saad Rafai. Will this be curtains for the left-hander? Good throw and pick up. Straight to the wicketkeeper. Well. Take a frame back. That dive may have saved him. But I think he's gone. The stumps are broken. He's shot. Saad Rafai departs. Well, that's a suicidal run. There was never a run there. He's shot. And given. Saad Rafai run out. And London Lions have lost their first wicket. It's 4 for 1. Your batsman is Mohammad Umar. So they keep the left hand, right hand combination going. It comes in to replace Saad Rafai, who got himself, I would say, run out. Should have said no to Sagir Afridi. Again, confusion there. You got to make a loud call. No, wait. Or a yes. You just can't go 3 or 4 paces down the wicket and then decide. Because it puts your partner off guard. And he thinks you're coming. And then all of a sudden you said, no, I was just checking. By that time, so many run out situations can occur. 2 overs gone, 5 for 1. Mohammad Nafis will continue. He's bowled a very good over. So far, so good for Dubai Starlets. They've kept the pressure on. Made it extremely difficult. This time it's going to be called as a wide. $182 required of 18 overs. It's doable. Need a couple of good partnerships. But it's going to be hard work. Beautifully played by Omar. Finds the sweeper on the offside. That backward point was quite deep. The second man outside the ring, so he just cuts that one off. So he strikes that one. Big has gone a long way up in the air and gone all the way for 6. Saghir Afridi. That's the first maximum for him. He's a lovely striker of the ball, and that was in his arc. Lovely free swing of the bat and gone for 6. They need him tonight to fire. Such an attractive player, Saghir Afridi. Dangerous as well. Good striker of the ball. Struck hard. Straight down the ground. A misfield. Another boundary. And it's a no ball. So all of a sudden, this is a little bit of momentum shift here for London Lions. Slow delivery in the slot. Drill hard and perhaps gone down a little too early, the fuseman, and bounced past him for 4. Useful runs. Freedy is going well now. This is a free hit. He goes large. One more time. This is a magnificent shot. Smashes into the indoor academy. What a shot here for Saghir Afridi. 6-4-6. Terrific blow. This was the best of the lot. Fantastic strike here by Saghir Afridi. He's a lovely player to watch. When he gets going, he's just fantastic. Now pressure back on Nafis. What can he do now? Lost his run up there. A dot ball. That's a welcome dot ball there for Nafis, and by Starlets picked up a wicket, but Afridi is the danger man. Inside edge, pass lay, off stump. He sneaks through for a single. Swinging so hard is Afridi. Got an inside edge and just gets away with it. Good delivery. To end the over, 3 overs gone, 25 for 1. Angad will continue the right arm off spinner. Drilled hard down the ground, another misfield. Afridi gets through for another single. It's important for Mohammad Umar to rotate strike. This is the power play. They want to get up to somewhere around 50. Not too many wickets down. Oh, great shot! All the way. Fantastic slog sweep here from the left-hander. That was a very, very good shot. Umpire is just checking with the fielder from the naked eye. It looked like gone all the way for 6. That's the replay. Fantastic shot. Not an easy shot against the right arm off spinner. Yeah, carried for 6. That's a very, very good strike there. This time it goes again. This is going, gone. Oh, what an effort here by the fielder. But we will have to check. See with the umpire signal. I think they have to go upstairs again. Well, in the air. It got the height. Not that much of a distance. And the fielder jumping in the air. Did his foot touch the ground? Well, this is touch and go. 6, but great effort nevertheless. But what a big over this one. Perfect for London Lions. As the left-hander also joins the party. Fantastic stroke play. Good shot, misfield. All of a sudden, little bit of pressure on Starlets now. This is good counter-attacking batting from these two. Afridi and Umar. Really lifting the run rate up. Good shot. What a shot this is from Sagir Afridi. Now he's on a roll here. He's on a mission here, Sagir Afridi. He's brilliant to watch. And he's in this kind of mood. Lovely flourish of the bat again. This is proper cricketing shots. Not going across the line, giving himself room. And hitting straight through the line. Huge over this one. 18 of the over so far. Lovely strikes. Oh, this could be 6 more. Oh, this is fantastic batting here from Sagir Afridi. Huge over, 24 of the over. And London Lions are back in the game in the power play. Through some lovely hitting by Sagir Afridi and Mohammad Umar. 4 overs gone, 49 for 1. There's going to be a bowling change here. The last 2 overs, the London Lions have made a great comeback. Huge over, 24 of the last over. 49 for 1. They got the required run rate down to 8.69, which is pretty much manageable as long as if they can get this partnership rolling further. Good start. Good shot. Lovely timing, but good bit of work there from the fielder, just sliding himself and picks up a single. Amen has got a job to do here. $50 up for London Lions. Reply of 188. They are definitely getting back into this contest through this partnership. Zahir Afridi. Long on is back for him. Now they just need to keep their calm at the back end of the power play. They've done the damage. Even if they get 15 more runs without losing a wicket, and then they have to bat sensibly through that phase of 6 to 10 overs, have wickets in hand. It's going to get easier and easier as we go deep into this game with the dew coming in. Ball skidding onto the bat. Good fielding at mid-wicket. A chance as well. But Umar gets back in time. That's good fielding. Afridi, you beauty! Oh, what a shot! Inside out. Through extra cover once again. Brilliant bit of batting here. Lovely footwork as well. A great shot selection. Fantastic. Just next to the com box. A lovely shot there. Superb stuff. 5 overs gone, 56 for 1. There's a bowling change. The skipper having a ball himself now. Ronak Panoli. Slow left arm. He has the knack of picking up wickets. Already just trying to dry the ball with his shirt. Full toss. Straight to the man. It's a brave move from him to bring himself on in the power play against two batsmen who were well set. It can go either way. A missing leg stump. Again confusion. You can't afford another run out here. Can't afford to have another run out here at this stage. Good shot. Good shot here. Strong shot down the ground. Mohammad Umar is playing a blinder here. He's looked really good. Striking them well. This is a very good strike again. 4 more. Fantastic bit of batting here from the left-hander. That's a calculated chance taken by Ronak Panoli to brought himself on, but Umar too good. Bang, bang, 4-4. He's not going across the line. No real spin so far, side spin, so very good shot selection as well. This time he heaves that one through mid-wicket. This is poor stuff here. Oh, did he got back? The wicket-keeper, I think, made a meal of it. That would have been a suicidal run there. No need for Matt to just... He ran with the shot. And the wicket-keeper... Oh... You can't get luckier than that. This time again looking to sweep that one. Umar got very lucky. A run out. He escapes through. And that's the end of the power play. Excellent power play for London Lions. 65 for 1 after 6. Eyes. This is sloppy from the wicket-keeper. Useful runs there for London Lions. The pressure is certainly back on Dubai Starlets through this partnership. They are ruling the roost now. Nicely played. I think Umar should now look to bat till the end. If he bat till the end, London Lions have a fair chance of winning this one, because Saghir Afridi will keep on playing his natural game, and which is to strike the ball. From the other end, he needs to feed his strike and got to construct a partnership, take it deeper. Nicely worked away. Good bit of bowling as well. Change of pace, that leg cutter from Ayman. That's good cricket. Another single. This will do for London Lions as long as they keep wickets in hand now, because the run rate is in under control. 8.70, which is not a problem. Then this true wicket. Fast outfield is pretty much doable. Worked away nicely by Saghir Afridi. That was a wristy flick here. Beautiful shot. Another boundary. This is fantastic bit of batting here from Afridi. Loose delivery on the pads and beautifully worked. Fine for 4. 7 overs gone, 77 for 1. Change of voice. We've got Samir Yunus back in the com box.
"77 for 1 in 7 overs. The London Lions are certainly making a game out of this. They've stayed abreast of that required run rate and much more, in fact. 11 runs per over is what they're going at, and the chief destroyer being Mohammad Saghir Afridi, 40 not out. He's on strike now, and he's received a juicy full toss, but unfortunately, unfortunately for DCC Starlets for that matter, the catch that was offered has been put down. Well, this is uncalled for. Mohammad Anik has just been brought into the attack, and he started off with a simple full toss to Saghir Afridi, who's now survived for the second time. There's a couple of run-out opportunities he barely made through. And every bowler that Ronak has introduced has gone for plenty. Cut away. Third man will dive. He's got a hand to it, so it'll slow down and trickle away to the fence. So the runs keep flowing for London Lions as Saghir Afridi and Mohammad Umair make life difficult for the bowlers out there. As it is, the duo isn't helping out there. Seen quite a few times now the bowlers giving it a real wipe. Anik here clearly struggling to grip the ball. The first one went for a full toss. This one just short of a length, cut away. And another boundary being conceded here by DCC Starlets. Well, they did score 187 and would have thought at the halfway stage that they've got enough on the board, but the dew is certainly playing a part here. They've had their struggles in gripping the ball, and they've given away a couple of opportunities. And Mohammad Saghir Afridi has taken full toll of it. Mohammad Umair Asif alongside him. Put together a good partnership. These two, 78 already off it. The first wicket was lost at 4. But after that, these two have come together very nicely, taking the attack back to the DCC Starlets, who have had their troubles with the ball in hand. Anik, can he fight back in this over? Lots of flight offer that got too close to him in the end. Saghir looking to power that down, hasn't been able to hit it all that well. He's on 45, Mohammad Saghir. Umair is on 28, not out now. He'll be facing Anik. He's looked very stylish, Umair. He's played some very nice looking shots, the left-hander. Full toss again, driven past the cover fielder. Long off, will cut that away. Will only be a single. Well, they can certainly afford a couple of quiet overs here because of the way they've started. Very similar to the start that DCC Starlets got. The problem was our Starlet was that they slowed down in those middle overs because of the wickets that kept falling. But in the end, they picked up the pace and finished with quite a high. Can they do the same to London Lions? Pick up those wickets in the middle. This is very high. I don't think he's got the distance. No, in fact, he has. That's hit the side screen. It seemed like it may have just got the toe end of the bat, and with that massive 6, Mohammad Saghir has reached his half century, and in some fashion. High up in the sky and a lot of distance on that one. Top of the side screen. He reaches 51 now, Mohammad Saghir. Anik is struggling to grip the ball here. Last ball of the over is given away 13 runs already. This is down the leg side, looking to sweep that away. May have got some pad onto it. And they'll also quickly sneak in another leg by. So, expensive over. The first one from Anik. It's 91 for 1 after 8. Well, the skipper will continue from this end, from the academy end this time. Change of ends for him. Starts off one wide outside off. Nafis down there, extra cover. Will cut that off. Will only be a single. Ronak Panoli was awesome with the bat in hand. Scored a quick fire 50 to get his team to a good start. But he hasn't been able to prevent the opposition also from getting a good start. Mohammad Umair and Mohammad Saghir, both of them combining to put together this partnership of 88 runs. They're certainly setting the stage for a good finish here. Going at 11.5 runs per over, required just over 8. That's in the slot and powered down towards long on. That's nice little dive. Won't allow him to save the boundary. Because of the dew, the ball is also travelling at some pace here. Have a look at that. He put in a full length dive there, but unfortunately went through his legs and onto the fence. Ronak Panoli has a big task at hand here. Over the wicket to the left-hander. This has taken the under edge, and third man will be able to cut it off. They'll still manage to get the single here. So runs are coming thick and fast for the London Lions. They would have thought that 187 is a par score, but here the way these two have gone about things, seems like they'll get there quite comfortably. Far outside off once again, an inside edge. This time it'll run away to the boundary. Well, things are going south for the DCC Starlets. They just haven't been able to stem the flow of runs. Whether it's off the middle of the bat or off the edges, they've just kept coming. Wide outside off. He's looked to cut that away. And the inside edge is thick enough for it to run away to the boundary. The ground fielding has been good, but the catching has been a disappointment. So again, very far outside off. Could have been a wide, but he's chosen to cut that away. It'll be another single. Another expensive over from Ronak Panoli. These two are getting 10 to 11 runs per over quite comfortably without much effort. The required run rate is just 7.7 from here on. And they've got plenty of batting to come, London Lions. Once again offering width, and this has been hit very nicely in the gap between third man and point. He could have hit it quite hard, but he made sure that he chose the gap to perfection here. Mohammad Umair Asif. So it's not just about those bludgeoning hits, but it's also about placement. There you go. Ensuring he got that in the gap. And another boundary to end another expensive over from Ronak Panoli. 106 for 1 after 9. Looks like spin will continue. Anik, despite giving away 13 in his first over, has been asked to bowl again from that school end. Not really left with much choice here, Ronak. All his bowlers have gone for plenty. Well, he hit that really hard, Sahir. And just the way he's setting himself up and the kind of shots he's playing, he's looking like he wants to go big here. Try and finish the game early. 107 in just 9.1 overs. It's a brilliant start, a brilliant foundation in chasing down this 187 that has been set by this young team of DCC Starlets. He's gotten under that, but he won't beat the fielder this time. Shival Baba holds on to it finally, down at long on. And Mohammad Umair Asif has to depart after a very fine knock of 38. But eventually they'll take the catch, DCC Starlets, and break this partnership of 103 runs between Umair and Sahir Afridi. But a good innings comes to an end from the left-hander. He was a good partner and contributed to this partnership with Sahir Afridi. They've made sure they've set up a good base for London Lions to chase this down. He walks away having made 38 of 26, caught by Shival Baba, and Anik being the bowler. 4 fours and 2 sixes to his name. 107 for 2. Well, that wicket of Umair will bring out the skipper, Wicken, in at number 4. 81 required of 64 deliveries. This should be a simple chase, unless, of course, DCC Starlets can pull out some magic out of their hats here in this second half of this final game. Starts off well, Anik. Wicken will push that off his front foot. Not a bad idea to bring him back. Anik, despite giving away 13 runs in the first over, the captain wanted him to continue and is priced out a wicket for him. Can he get a couple more and just rock the boat for London Lions? Maybe create a bit of pressure. Especially if he can get a Sahir Afridi out, then that'll be 2 new batters on the crease. And then they can look to attack again. That took the leading edge. Will be another dot ball. This is exactly what DCC want. Keep the new batter on strike as much as possible. apply a bit of pressure, get him to play one of those wrong shots, and then pick up wickets in clusters. He's offering a lot of flight, not afraid to do so. This time Viken will push that towards long on and get off the mark with that single. 108 for 2 now with 1 delivery left in the 10th over. Much better over this from Anik. The first one was quite expensive. He was unfortunate to have missed out on a wicket. The first ball he offered a juicy full toss which was hit by Umair but dropped by Shival Bava. But in this over, he held on to the catch. Sahir will make room and cut that away towards the offside. And this over too will end with a single. So 3 runs off it and a wicket. So good one for DCC Starlets. 109 for 2. Well, the man that took the catch to get rid of that innings from Umair, it's going to be Shival Bava with a bit of spin here. So spin seems to be the way to go for DCC Starlets. And wow, what a way of a delivery to start off. Far outside off. Will be a wide plus an extra run that they've run and a good backing up there by the bowler himself. Could have easily been one more run. That's the kind of commitment and energy you'll get from this young team of DCC Starlets. Unfortunately, that hasn't helped them to stem the flow of runs here. Starts off with a couple of wides. 1-1-1 on the board. Nelson, will it strike for the Starlets? Will luck be in their favour tonight? This has been hit down the ground. Has it gone all the way? Yes! Viken now gets in on the act. You don't want to be so full on this track, because batters who hit through the line have had maximum result all day. We saw it earlier with 7 District. Now it's the London Lions batters who are taking full toll of some very ordinary bowling here. Shival Bava needs to adjust his length. Can't afford to be so full. Viken gets his first maximum. And something tells me it won't be the only one. Umpire Imran Munir waiting for the ball to come back. They've had to do this quite a bit today. Some of those sixes have been monstrous. Earlier on from Ronak Panoli and even before that from some of the 7 District batters. Hafiz Almas making 20 off just 5 balls. He hit the ball like he had some personal issues with it. And because it's been hit that way, even in this innings, Umpire Imran Munir says, well, it seems to have gone out of shape. We'll have to have a look. Probably put it through that little device they have. There you go. Umpire Sunij will check it and say, nope, looks like we'll need a change. It's not going through. And the ball box will have to be brought out. Well, we've got a new ball. Shival Bava will continue now. Has that taken the edge? There were a couple of noises and yes, umpire Imran Munir confirming that there was indeed an inside edge onto that one. And Viken, after having hit the ball out of the park, has to walk out of the park. Brilliant bowling this from Shival Bava. That didn't turn. He was playing for the turn. Went straight through with the arm. An inside edge and a good catch by the keeper. And just like DCC Starlets would have wanted, they've picked up 2 wickets back to back. The skipper has to walk away. Well, he thought he could be there till the end, but he was only able to manage 7 runs off 5 deliveries. 1 big 6 in that. Shival Bava with the breakthrough. 117 for 3 now. Shival Bava now with 1 wicket off his bowling, but unfortunately to the new batter, he's pushed one down the leg side and it will run away for 4 wides as well. So not the ideal ball to be bowling to a new batter after having picked up a wicket, and the runs will continue flowing for London Lions. Once again, struggling to grip the ball here. It's Dew not making life easy for the DCC bowlers. Drifting down the leg side again. This time it might have just touched the pad. It'll be a shy at the stumps. There won't be much damage. So not easy gripping the ball, as these DCC Starlets are finding out. They are going to fight till their last breath to try and resurrect this game for themselves. Right under Mohammad Saghir Afridi, who's hit that powerfully down towards long off. Now that's the wicket that DCC want. They'll want to get rid of that man who's been out there for a while now. He's seeing it well. He's in form. They can get him out now. Then they might just feel they've got a foot back in the game. But until he's out there, London Lions will believe that they've got this sorted out. Oh, what a big shot that is. Zohaib, hello. Just the second ball he's faced. And he's hammered that out of the park. Again, full length, and he's got under it and dispatched it towards the ICCA Academy panels. Another big hit. Shival Bava, he's picked up a wicket in this over, but he's been super expensive. 2 sixers, 5 wides, and a couple of wides in the first delivery. This over seems like an eternity. That's hit him on the pads, probably drifting down the legs, so not interested in appealing. 11 done, 130 for 3. 58 to win of just 9 overs. This is becoming all too easy for London Lions, although they've lost a couple of wickets in the last 2 overs. That man on strike, Mohammad Saghir Afridi, the senior veteran in this side, 60 of 27. What an innings he's played. And as long as he's out there, there's no chance for DCC Starlets to pull things back, because he's in the form of his life, hitting the ball cleanly. As Ayman is brought back into the attack. Ayman Ahmed given away 15 runs off his 2 overs. Now Captain Ronak Panoli will be hoping that he can provide them a breakthrough, especially the wicket of that man on strike, who's batted brilliantly so far. Kept them in the game and always looked comfortable in this chase. Oh, powered away towards the offside. No fielder there, and that will run away to the boundary as well. Starts off with a short one, Ayman Ahmed. Mohammad Saghir waited and waited and decided that he wants to go over the point region. And that has enough legs to run away to the boundary. So not the best of starts for Ayman in this second spell, as Saghir continues to pile on the boundaries and the misery of DCC Starlets. The runs just cannot be stemmed. This one's much straighter and much better. He was thinking about playing that pull shot for a while, but just decided to defend that. Can afford to do that for sure. The required run rate of 6.23. A couple of dot balls here and there aren't going to hurt much. If he can keep playing shots the way he's been playing all this while, it seems like they'll finish this game much earlier than most of us would have thought. They're a young team, DCC Starlets. Done well with the bat, but they'll know they haven't bowled well enough. Fuller this time, he's powered that towards mid-wicket. Will only be a single. As Zohaib comes back on strike. He's faced just 3 deliveries. A mighty 6 of one of those. And take guard from this end for the first time, Zohaib Haider. It's become a belter of a track to bat on. Earlier on, we saw the faster bowlers, especially those of 7 District, were bowling some beautiful deliveries, getting some movement off the surface, but just the last few hours, this pitch has become an absolute belter. This is high again. The fielder is up in the circle, so won't be able to get a hand to it, but he can stop it from going to the boundary. Will be a couple of runs. Zohaib wasn't in complete control of it, and that's been the frustration for DCC Starlets. There have been a few balls that have been hit up, but not all of them have landed where the fielders are. And when they have, a couple of times they've put down the catches. So not the best of evenings with the ball in hand for the youngsters. DCC Starlets learning their wares at this higher level here at the ICCA Academy. Once again down the leg side, so the bowling, especially in terms of extras, has much to be desired from this young team. Ayman Ahmed has given away 8 runs off this over, and he still has a couple of deliveries left. So they're keeping up with the run rate quite comfortably here. Now they require just run a ball 50 of 50. And as long as Saghir is out there, they'll probably finish it much earlier than that. Oh, well bowled. Well, that's where you need to be consistently. Unfortunately, consistency is not something they've had with the ball in hand today. Zohaib was squared up with that one. Ayman Ahmed landing on the perfect spot that you need to be on this track. Look at that. Looked like it was coming into Zohaib, but just holding its line and going away from him. It's completely caught in 2 minds, Zohaib Haider. If they could just keep bowling on that proper spot consistently, had they done that at least with the new ball in hand, it would have been a very different story out here. Almost at midnight in Dubai. 2 full again, but won't be able to get a run off that. So a good end to expensive over. 12 overs done. 138 for 3. Ronak will continue from the school end. Now he's into his third over from the academy end, beg your pardon. And once again he's sticking to that outside off stump line. This time he's gone a little too far. And another wide. There have been quite a few extras from both innings. Bowling has certainly not been easy tonight. This one's been cut away. The fielder will get to it. Nafees with a bit of a fumble. And that will allow them to get back for the second as well quite comfortably. The dew certainly not making life easy for the bowlers and the fielders here. Ronak Panoli cutting a frustrated figure. He does have a team of youngsters to lead and has done well. Unfortunately, things just haven't gone their way. Straight to point, another dot delivery. Interesting equation. Sahir requires 37 for 100. The team requires 47 to win. So he might just be having that at the back of his mind, Sahir Afridi. And every time he's looked to play a shot, he's almost hit it really hard. That's 2 dot deliveries on the trot. This is more of what DCC Starlets require. This time it's towards long off. Should be a single. As your officials and the men that matter behind the scenes, they watch on from the sidelines. We just hit midnight here in Dubai as the second game draws to a close. Nicely pushed away once again. Zohair Haider has played well after he's come out, not looked to do something out of the ordinary, just trying and giving the strike back to Sahir Afridi, which is the right thing to do. It's got nippy out here. We've had a lot of rain over the weekend, Sunday and Monday. We've got the games washed out as well, but it's good to be back today to bring you more of the action. This has been cut away very nicely. Nafees will get around that and keep it to a single. Much better over from Ronak. 30 off his 3. It's 144 for 3 after 13. Anik is now bowling his third over. And Sahir Afridi has looked to hit that into orbit. But he's missed out completely. Almost a Yorker length delivery from Anik. If that had spun, that would have gone on to hit the stumps. This is high, this is far, and it's gone the distance. So Sahir Afridi continues to hit those big shots, and the equation now is down to 38 runs required. That was in the slot. The way he's been hitting the ball tonight, Sahir Afridi, just his stance and the way he's gone about things, he seems to be in some urgency. Wants to finish things off in a mighty hurry. 75 of 37 now. Once again, that equation will be playing at the back of his mind. He requires 25 to get to his century. The team needs 38 to win. Maybe that's why he's going for those big shots. Nevertheless, it's been a fantastic innings. Stood out there and made sure that the scoreboard pressure was never on. This has been hit into the pitch, but straight to the fielder. That extra cover will be a dot ball. He just wants to deal in boundaries, I suppose, from here on. 38 required of 6.3. Should be a walk in the park from here on from London Lions. That could well be the difference, this innings from Mohammad Sahir Afridi. Nicely cut away straight to the fielder. We had Ronak Panoli at the top for DCC Starlets. Scored a 50, but in the end he got out without continuing. The difference here is London Lions, well, they've repeated what Ronak Panoli did in the form of Sahir Afridi, and the important thing is he's batted on, hasn't given it away. DCC Starlets needed someone who could bat through the innings, kept the momentum going. They lost a bit of it in those middle overs. That probably stopped them from getting to that 200, 220 mark. That's why, because of this innings from Sahir Afridi, London Lions have stayed in the game, and it seems like they will take the game home. And these 2 points. Single of the penultimate delivery of the over. And in this over, they've also reached the 150 mark, London Lions, in just 14 overs. Solid batting effort, solid chase this from the Lions. Zohaib has one delivery to face in this over. He might just go for a big shot. Why not? Ample wickets in hand. In fact, no, he goes for a defense, but it takes the outside edge. And that's running away to the boundary as well. Well, nothing has gone right for the DCC bowlers. Even the edgers aren't favouring them. Anik will give away, or rather be penalised with the boundary of the outside edge of Zohair Haider. 14 overs done. It's 155 for 3 to take you through to the end of this game. I welcome back Asghar Khan into the comm box.
Well, thank you so much, Samir. Well, what innings by Sahir Afridi. 76 of 40 when his team really needed someone to stand up. He is the man. Quicker delivery there by Ronak Panoli, pushing it through. 33 required. Zohaib Haider has also looked really good. I think he's just trying a bit too hard. He just needs to relax here. He's played so well. Hold his shape. Ah, beautiful shot, but doesn't find the gap. 4 dots in a row. Clever bit of bowling there from Ronak Panoli. Look to take the ball away from him. It's going to be a wide and 5 wides. Well, the pressure built up in the first 4 deliveries has been released. That's gone for 4. Five wides. 28 more required. It will be very difficult for Sahir Afridi until or unless he let 4, 5, 6s to get to his 100, but he's played a blinder here. Another dot ball. Oh, this is very good shot. Nicely struck. Well fielded as well. At long off. End of 15 overs. It's 161 for 3. Again, another swing and a miss here. He's just losing the plot here, Sahir Afridi. Perhaps trying to hit the ball every single ball out of the ground. That is just disrupt his rhythm. Well, they will come back for the second as well. That's not great bit of fielding there. $79. They require 25. Again, this is good bowling into the wicket. Not allowing him that length where he can come onto the front foot and launch him. That's the way to bowl in these conditions. Push the batsman on the back foot a little. Zohaib Haider on strike now. That's nicely played. Worked into the gap. Sent back by Afridi. The dew is really kicked in. That was always a concern when you bat first. Then in the second half, it becomes a problem. They don't have that cushion of another 15 or 20 runs. They started off really well, Dubai Starlets, but they lost their way through the middle. End up scoring less than 200, so 188. It's not a bad score, but considering the dew, you would love to have another 20 runs. That cushion, the game would have been totally different, right, at this stage. He's worked the ball into the gaps quite nicely, Zohaib. And that's what was required when he walked in. 16 overs gone, 167 for 3. $167 for 3 after 16. 21 required of the last 4. They should get home pretty comfortably. It's going to be Eamon into the attack again. Zohaib Haider to face up to him. And there was a slight delay in the play because of the change of ball. Inside edge, maybe onto the stumps, and that's a wicket. There was no need for Zohaib to play that shot at this stage. A real wild heave across the line, and the furniture has been disturbed. Going for some glory shots, he pays the price. 167 for 4 now. New batsman is Hassan. 21 required now. Just need to lay bat onto the ball and give it to Sahir Afridi. Into the wicket. Trying to pull that one, a dot ball. Eamon has bowled well. Just bowling into the wicket. Another dot ball. This is good work here from Eamon. You don't want to build unnecessary pressure on yourself. And get this game tighter. You want to be finishing off in with an over to spare at least. You never know. It's quite a funny game. Oh, what a shot. That is a great blow. That's gone for 6. Hassan has launched that one for 6. Now 15 required. Fantastic strike, this one. Pitched up, and the big man goes bang straight down the ground for 6. Down the leg side, losing the plot after that 6. Another wide. This is a wonderful performance for London Lions. The run chase, the comeback as well. At one stage, that Ronak Panoli, when he took on to their bowlers, they were carnage. About 15 4 overs. A score of 230 was looking on the cards, but that wicket of Ronak Panoli, the comeback, and they managed to restrict them under 200 and then chased it down with absolute conviction as Hassan goes one more time big. This is a huge one from a big man. Second 6 of the over. Slow delivery and picked up brilliantly. Going, gone. What a strike. Eight more required. He pushes that one for a single. And Sahir Afridi looks to come back for the second. Not to be. End of the over. 17 overs gone. It's 181 for 4. Mohammad Nafis coming round the wicket. Pitched outside leg. He's going to clearly miss that one. And overthrows. Complete chaos out there. They just lost it mentally, the youngsters. And to be fair, Saghir and Mahmoud Umar, the way they played their onslaught was magnificent, and Saghir batting right through the innings is the difference. This one is gone up in the air. Don't think it's going to carry to the mid-wicket fielder. They come back for the second as well. So one hit away, London Lions. It's been a magnificent batting display. Saghir Afridi finishes off in style and it's gone for 6. What a fitting way to finish the game. A magnificent strike straight down the ground by a man who has carried his bat right through. What a victory here for London Lions by 6 wickets with 2.3 overs to spare. Magnificent performance. Right at the top, Saghir Afridi. Handshakes all around. It wasn't as simple total to chase, but they have chased this one down with conviction. Saghir Afridi leading the way with the bat. They desperately needed that win. He's played so well. The White Starlets, they need to go back on the drawing board and just work out what went wrong. I think the batsmen, they need to just, at least one of them to just bat through. And there were about 15 to 20 runs short. Here's the scorecard. Sadr Fai got early run out. And then Mohammad Saghir Afridi, 89 of 52 unbeaten. And Mohammad Umar Asif played brilliantly as well for his 38. Contributions there from Zohaib Haider and Hassan Nasir to finish the job off. 25 extras as well. That's something the West Starlets will take note as well. That's the bowling card there. Mohammad Nafis, expensive, none for 30 of 2.3 overs. Angat Nehru is also expensive, 2 overs. He went for 27. Ayman Ahmed, 4 overs, 37 for 1. Ronak Panoli, also 9 runs per over, 4 overs, none for 36. That's the problem. No one is able to pick up wickets. Mohammad Anik picked up a wicket. And Sheval Baba also picked up a wicket. Was very expensive. 1 over went for 20. 25 extras, hurting their cause. That's the highlights. That All started off with that run out there, straight to extra cover. There was no run there, and Rafai got himself out. Then Sahir Afridi really kick-started his innings. Some of the magnificent shots you will ever see. Down the ground, mid-wicket, Umar joined in, and that was the over where things turned around for them in the power play. Afridi kept on going straight. Another big shot. He took on to the spinners. Fantastic batting as well from the left-hander. That partnership really got them going before he got out. But Sahir Afridi was too good from the other end. Kept on holding that end up. Wicket fall here and there, but Afridi was the mainstay. And he finished the job in style. Keep on playing those shots. This was just unnecessary from Zohaib Haider, but the big man Hassan Nasir came in, hit a couple of sixes, and by that time game was over. That was a great shot to finish off in style. 6 over long off. And that's the match summary then. Batting first, Starlets 187 for 5. Ronak Panoli 54 of 25. Ruth made 29 and Moin chipped in with 27. Wickets for Nabil and wicket each for Sahir Afridi and Parvez. In reply, it was brilliant performance from Sahir Afridi, 89 unbeaten and 38 by Omar, and Zohaib Haider chipped in with 15. Nothing much to talk about the bowling. 1 wicket each for Shival Baba, Mohammad Ayman and Ayman Ahmed. And the end, London Lions won by 6 wickets. We will take a short break and we will be back with the post-match presentation. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of the match number 45 of the Arabian Cricket League Season 2, which was played between London Lions and Dubai Starlets. Before we begin, we would like to thank our sponsors for their support towards the tournament. Tournament organizer ICCA Academy, streaming partner Fan Code, sports sponsor 7 Districts, YouTube streaming partner Cricfit, broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics. The match number 45, Dubai Starlets won the toss and they decided to bat first. They're off to a rollicking start by Ronak Panoli. Then London Lions contained them to a reasonable total, 187 for 5. They managed to get batting first. London Lions winning by 6 wickets, 190 for 4 at the end. And to present the man of the match, I've got the Honourable Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee alongside me, and the man of the match goes to a man who has been scintillating with the bat. He's lit up the ICC Academy with those huge blows. 6 sixes and 7 fours, 89 unbeaten of 52 deliveries, and also chipped in with a wicket is Mohammad Saghir Afridi. What a magnificent performance from this man tonight. He receives the check and the trophy from the match referee. And this smiles tells you, don't go away. You got another gift hamper coming up from avasook.com. Brilliant performance by Saghir. Well, many congratulations, Saghir. You won many hearts, and today it was just thrilled to watch you play in full flight.
Yeah, Bismillah Rahman Rahim, thanks to Almighty Allah. Because, you know, that's when I came back, and the first match I also got man of the match. So it's my second match with the team London Lions. And we have so youngsters, so that all responsibility took, played like, you know, all this gold.
You always played like that throughout your career, and you entertain us all. Magnificent innings. Well, which shot you enjoyed the most?
You know, this is my favorite shot in cricket history. It's extra cover, and I like this shot, you know, because I have experience on that, and I work on that, and I did.
Well, enjoy the victory, and tomorrow it will be all over the covers, I guess.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Well, that was Saghir Afridi. Great character on and off the field. And that's all we have from the ICC Academy. It's Asghar Khan signing off.